everyone. This is Sarah Anma from artofrelationship.net with another love moment for you. Today is what is your bandwidth? I've been talking to a lot of people lately and they've been experiencing this either inner or outer tap or call to expand themselves in courage and faith and trust much more than they ever have. And to be honest, I'm no exception. I certainly am among them. It's a weird and wacky world that we live in, and the challenges seem to be getting bigger as well. So we really need to grow in order to meet these challenges that we face on a day-to-day basis, or we find that we start to wither in apathy, depression, listlessness. We get challenged from the outside, it seems, but really isn't it an inner call from our soul's true purpose saying, I want you to be ready for service and happiness and what I need you for. So I've got a couple ways that we can diagnose how if you may be getting the call and it just feels really uncomfortable. It might just feel like itchy and you want to stop it. So I'll share with you a couple of these different ways that we can easily identify, oh, okay, I'm here to step up my game. So the first one is irritability with other people. So you can ask yourself, couldn't everything be fine if people would just start acting right? If they would act fine or right or how they're supposed to, then everything would be okay. That's the first one. The second one is really falling into victimization, which is tricky because, if you ask anybody, nobody's going to say, yes, I'm a victim, or I'm feeling victimized, or very rarely will they. It can be very subtle, and we have to identify it with, thoughts of, another challenge, or why does this always happen to me? Those are ways that the monkey mind can come in and say, you're really a victim. And that helps us stay small and in this place of compression and constriction. The third one is you feel out of sync. Like, are you feeling not quite yourself, or like, man, I remember we're feeling on top of the world and I just can't really get there right now. You might feel like you're not on your A game. And fourth, you're easily thrown off balance. Do you find it hard to be neutral or to access that compassionate nature that you have or you wish you had, and it's just not feeling as accessible as usual? So these are several different ways that we can diagnose or show ourselves that our perspective needs to be broadened. These could be symptoms, if you will, of being in compression or really being stretched outside of where we've grown to thus far. And the good news is these are all really common, but they are calls from our highest selves to be all that we can be, to expand our bandwidth. And it's not merely just to be courageous and transcend these obstacles and challenge of every day. But really, the flip side of it is if we expand our bandwidth, then it can include more joy and more bliss and more happiness and vibrancy and thriving in our lives. This capacity to transcend obstacles is in direct proportion to the expansion necessary to live in bliss. So, don't you want that bliss? Don't you want that happiness? So it's really worth the discomfort of going through. And your assignment this week is to keep up, keep breathing, keep the courageous going forward motion toward your highest self, towards your purpose in this life. Boldly lean into the challenges or the discomfort that comes with the expansion. You deserve it. And this bandwidth is going to allow for you this new experience of expression, of courage, of trust, of faith, ease, and most importantly, bliss. So keep up. Let me know how it goes. This is Sarah Anma with artofrelationship.net, and thank you for helping me wage world peace, one relationship at a time.